I've been meaning to do this video for a little while. It's something that I've been thinking about for a little while, probably since I hit 1 year on YouTube, which was in Feb, and been following my adventures. You've seen the camping trips, the train trips, the cabin trips, the hiking, and all the adventures that I've been putting on my channel, and all the adventures that I've been going to. But however, I have been struggling with this particular one thing that I've been meaning to talk about, and that's what I'll be talking about today. This is Wangechi, and welcome to Adventure Series with Wangechi. Welcome to a new episode, and I'm so ready to talk about this. So the reason why I started this YouTube channel is because I love adventures, I love traveling, and I also wanted to make memories and also to have something of my own. And I started this journey very optimistic and also very, very, very naive, not knowing the ins and outs of YouTube and how long it would take for me to grow my channel. I had no idea at all, because every time you go on YouTube, you just see people creating content, being successful and all that, but you really have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. And when I was starting, I was very, very, very naive, and I had no clue of what I was doing. I just knew that I wanted to document my travelings, because the truth is that I was traveling before I started YouTube. And so I thought, okay, well, I want to start a YouTube channel. And before I actually decided to do a YouTube channel on traveling and adventure, I had an idea of starting YouTube, right? And that was a few years ago, probably maybe in around maybe 2020, 2021 there, because that's actually when I got my first camera, in 2021. But I was so sure that I didn't want to document my personal life, not personal, but life at home. I didn't think that I was that interesting to be able to document that. So I thought, and I stayed with that camera for 4 years, because I just started this YouTube channel in 2025, and I was so sure that what I wanted to do is adventure, because I found a niche that I was really passionate about, that was interesting to document. And so I just started the channel. However, after I hit 1 year in Feb, on YouTube, I just started questioning what I was doing, because in actuality I felt like I didn't know if I was doing the right thing. And the reasons as to why, it's because I wasn't earning on YouTube, and the growth was so slow. Well, really not slow, but it wasn't to my expectations, to where I expected to be after 1 year. And this is also because I had no idea of how to grow my YouTube channel. I had no idea of how YouTube works. I had no idea of all the algorithms and all the things that you're supposed to be doing on YouTube and stuff like that, and the consistency. And when I was starting, not after I have started, when I was starting, I had no idea. And so I would research and listen to different people who were doing how to grow YouTube. All these content creators that were creating these kinds of videos, I would watch them and I would feel so discouraged. But when I hit 1 year, I felt like something needed to change, and I needed to start at least making some money on YouTube. But that didn't happen. And I'm not gonna lie that now I am up to now, which is been since Feb, that's March, April, May, June, 4 months, 1 month and 1 year and 4 months. I haven't started earning yet, and there are many struggles behind the scenes, not the struggles of like I'm suffering or anything like that, but mentally, where I feel like I'm putting a lot of effort on YouTube, but I'm not earning anything, and I'm not feeling I'm not seeing anything in return that I expected to. And most of the time when you watch my channel, because it's an adventure channel, all you get to see is the 15, 20 or 30 minutes of a video of me traveling and having fun and creating all these memories, but you don't get to see the behind the scenes, where I have to take a lot of time to plan, the planning that goes into it, the research that goes into it, the money that is spent to go to these places. You only just get to see the after, which is the fun part. And this is not me complaining, it's just me trying to talk about, be open about my feelings, about how I'm feeling, about not being able to feel like I'm getting anything in return. And on the bright side is I'm getting something in return, which is like making memories and putting myself out there, which is very, very important. And I feel like it's made me learn so much about myself and the courage that I've gotten over the years, and the person that I've become, and growing and knowing what I'm capable of, and the things that I don't want for myself, and the things that I don't want to show, and the things that don't want to put there. I have grown. I can't lie that I haven't grown, but the aspect of the being monetized and starting earning as a content creator is what has been so challenging, because you're putting money in. And for me, as a content creator, as a traveling content creator, I've been creating every single week. Every single week there's videos that I put out, and so in those videos, apart from the ones that you see me sitting down like today talking about these kinds of stuff or whatever that I am feeling like talking about, all the others, there's money that has gone into it, and a lot of money has gone into it. So it's being a travel content creator, it is not a cheap thing to do, and you have to be prepared of the ins and outs, and also the fact that YouTube, being a content creator on YouTube, you have it's literally like a job, so you have to be consistent if you want to see any kind of growth. So I put out a video every single Monday. There's a video that I put out. Also, it's easy to forget that you know, that there's also time that is spent when you're editing these videos, and that time you're spending on editing those videos, it can also be very, very draining. And that's why I feel like other content creators who have grown, they find someone to edit. And for me, I haven't gotten to a place where I feel like I need someone to start editing my videos for me at all. Not because I can't afford to pay someone. It's because I feel like, I don't know, it's so personal. I do feel like it's very personal for me, and maybe there's a day where I'll get to that place where I feel like I need to. And being here on this channel and not being able to earn anything has been so discouraging. And also, sometimes when I go on my channel and I have like I go to my analytics and I'm like, oh, you know, this certain video has very little views, this video is not getting any traction, the views are not changing, or things like that. It can be very discouraging, and it can be it kind of puts you down. It makes me feel like, oh my gosh, do I really want to continue? But however, I choose to. I actually choose to. And I also, you know, as much as I choose to continue doing YouTube, sometimes as a human being, you ask yourself many questions. Am I doing anything wrong? You know, am I not good enough? Why is so and so better than me? And also, you know, I've learned to not be envious of someone else. This is one thing that I've learned over the years, and not on YouTube, but as an individual, I do not envy anyone's life at all. What has been happening on YouTube is I always keep asking myself is, why am I not growing? Am I not good enough? And every time I try to compare myself with with another content creator, I find that it never works for me. It makes me be in a very bad mental space, and so I have stopped comparing myself, but I haven't stopped asking myself why I'm not growing. And I don't know if you've gone back on my channel and seen that over the past few months I've tried to like change my thumbnails, change my titles, I've done a lot of work on them, and even now I still feel like there's so much work to do, because if you're not if you want to grow in any way, be it in business, be it on YouTube, be it as a content creator, be it anywhere, anything that you're doing, if you want to grow, you have to be open to learning, unlearning, relearning, like you have to be open to learning new things and also wanting to be better. You can't be comfortable and be like, okay, I'm done, so I've put this out and I'm not going to make any changes, or I'm not going to rectify. I feel like even when I'm trying to shoot my videos, I try to make sure that I am making different angles, doing different things, just to make sure that I am trying different things to try and grow. And it has been so challenging, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that you can have whatever number of following or subscribers and you're not seeing the returns in terms of money, it kind of makes it a challenge. I don't know who would come out and say that they're a content creator and they don't make money and they're happy about it. I mean, I don't think so, because as much as we put our content out there as content creator, you want to see some kind of growth. And the growth is, if you start making money from it, it kind of makes things feel fulfilling. And for me, I have been feeling fulfilled in terms of like I am making memories and getting to travel and getting to do all these things. But then on the downside is that I'm not seeing the growth in terms of like me getting monetized, and that has been such a big challenge. And I feel really discouraged in many ways. I'm not going to lie, and that's the whole point of making this video. Is I want to say that I haven't given up. I am not going to stop making videos on YouTube. I'm not going to stop making any effort. I'm not going to stop being a content creator. I'm not going to stop doing these things. I'm still going to keep on. And the little growth that I see on my channel, it's what gives me the courage to continue. Whenever I see someone commenting and asking me questions about this and this, or reaching out to me and inquiring about different, it gives me so much hope and so much joy. And yes, I'm feeling a little down about not being monetized on YouTube, but I am not discouraged. Like, I am not no, let me not say I'm not discouraged. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on making content on YouTube. And I want to, and the funny thing is, you might something funny is that I started another YouTube channel called Wangechi Creative Studios, and it feels so funny, the fact that I'm talking about not being monetized, yet I started another YouTube channel. The reason why I started that YouTube channel, and you can actually go and try and watch it, because it's a new YouTube channel. Please, if you can go there and subscribe and watch all those things that I'm putting out there, it is because it's a creative channel. This is where I put my creativity into, in terms of like crafting and things that I make. And that channel, there's a lot of DIY things going on there, DIY things that are not in conjunction with adventure and traveling, because on this channel I do post DIY things, which is like the building stuff, and the building is going to still continue happening, but the building is connected to traveling. While on the other channel is about resin, epoxy, and things that I've done, the handmade things. And for example, like this sweater is a crochet item that I've also made for myself, which is also things that I also do, like crocheting. I just love being creative, and so that's why I decided to start that YouTube channel. And yes, it's a funny thing, because today I'm talking about not feeling discouraged because I haven't been monetized, and yet I started another YouTube channel. How am I going to manage? I'm going to manage, because the reason why I started it is I am creating these things, and so it came so natural for me to just pick up my camera and just start recording that, because then that could encourage someone else to be able to start creating things. And it keeps me going, because those are my hobbies: crocheting, drawing, knitting, whatever, doing epoxy, crafting. It's my hobby, and so I might as well. I'm not actually doing it as a business, I'm just doing it for now as a hobby, and I'll see how it goes. I haven't started thinking about the business aspect of it. I'm just doing it as a hobby, and that's why I started creating. Same as this at the adventure part. And so it's only that I've been here for a whole year plus and not being able to earn anything is why it kind of feels a bit discouraging. However, I want to encourage someone out there that if you are someone like me who is creating content, or if you are like a few months in and you've just started creating content and you are looking forward to start earning, please be patient. Be patient with YouTube, because you just have to grow. On YouTube, you never know. There are people who come on YouTube and they blow up immediately, and others take time, others take years, others take few months. So you never know where your breakthrough is going to come from. So I would encourage you to keep trying, keep going. And also, YouTube is kind of like a business or like work, and I know how tough that is. You cannot be employed by someone for a whole year and not earn anything, you know what I mean? And that's where is the tricky part. But you have to have the mental capacity to be able to take it as, not being able to make any money. And I am blessed enough to not really 100% rely on YouTube. Not 100%, actually. I'm blessed to not be relying on YouTube and being able to put money onto YouTube to be able to grow. And so that's, for me, is a blessing. But I can only imagine how tough it is for someone who wants to rely 100% on YouTube and start making money. You'd have to, I don't know what you would do, but I would encourage for you to keep going. And this was going to be a short video. I just wanted to talk about how I feel about not being able to make money on YouTube, and how I feel after a year and 4 months and not being able to earn. And to be honest with you, it's discouraging, it's disheartening, but I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, and I'm going to continue, and I'm going to continue making more videos and continuing to adventure and bring you more videos. And I also want this video to be a source of encouragement for someone else, that you should not give up, no matter how tough you feel the times are when you feel like you're down, because I do have those moments. And this is the reason why I'm making this video, is because I have those down moments where I feel like what's the point of continuing on YouTube if I'm not going to make any money. But I also remember the reason why I started YouTube. The reason why I started YouTube was to make memories and to document my journey. And so that's what keeps me going. And also the fact that I find people on YouTube who sometimes ask me questions, who I communicate with, be it here or even on my social media. And I am very grateful for everyone who has subscribed, and I would urge, if you haven't, because apparently every time I go to my analytics, I find 90% of people watching my videos have not subscribed. So please do take a minute to subscribe. And if you're watching anyone else's video, just take a minute to subscribe to those content creators, because it kind of gives us the courage to continue making these videos for you guys. And thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and those people that communicate with me or text me or ask questions. I'm really, really, really happy, and it's very encouraging. So please do so. Leave your comments, say something, ask any question. You can find me also on Instagram at _Wangechi7adventure, and on TikTok adventure with Wangechi. And please do go and follow me, and let's keep this going. So let's continue making memories and being adventurous. And please do come back and continue watching all my adventure videos that I'm going to continue making as we enter a new half of the year, and I hope that this next half of the year will be of blessings to you and your family and your loved ones, and that it will be of more financial breakthroughs for you. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me today, and I'll see you in my next adventure.